Alright, so we've made it to Lake Limerick, which is basically a little oasis. Hey, welcome to the video, guys. So good morning from the second day of our bike tour, our West Coast bike tour from Seattle to San Diego. We're here in the Belfair State Park, and just check out how beautiful it is. This is the hiker-biker spot that we camped at last night. Got in pretty late. We managed to set up just before it got dark. Got the tent over there, our bike and our stuff spread out on the table, and yeah, just down here in these trees in this cute little forest. Really nice little spot. Taylor's just hopped in the tent. She's going to start packing up. We're going to try and get going in the next few hours. We do want to check out the state park a little bit, but we also don't want to get to our next destination too late. Got about 50 miles of riding today. Alright, so Taylor's just breaking the tent down now. She's got the poles there. She's pulling apart. It's all flat there. It's an old REI. I'll show you it sometime. I've got some breakfast on, although Taylor's been watching it. Got a couple of cups of oats cooking. How you feeling, Taylor?
I feel good. My back was a little bit stiff from the mattress last night, but besides that, it's feeling more luxurious in the van. More space to sprawl out.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
The weather is beautiful.
So we picked up some tamari yesterday, but this is actually in glass. So when we were on the ferry, I went through some bins and I pulled this bottle out. So I'm going to distill from the glass into the plastic. And then that'll save us a good few grams. I don't really like having glass on the bike. It's a bit dangerous if you come off and land on it. So how many people do you know that take a pack of moustaches with them on a bike tour? No? You don't know anyone? Do you want to tell them why, Taylor?
Yeah, because Matt's going to wear them.
Yeah, right. I'm going to use them to cover my phone mics to help stop some of the wind. If you've seen the day one vlog, it's a bit windy. Hopefully this tidies that up a little. All right, so Taylor and I are just having a wander around the Belfair State Park right now. It's about, what, 20 past 10 was it?
Yes.
And yeah, checking out these awesome trees. It looks like there's a few little walk trails. So we're gonna just wander for a bit before we get going, and we'll show you guys around. What do you think, Taylor?
Maybe crossing.
Look how nice this is, guys. I bet it's so cold.
Yep, it's freezing.
Oh, no. Let's go around. So we've just come down to the lake now. It's right up near the state park. There's a little walk trail right along it, which is nice. It's pretty sunny though. So we're gonna head back to the bikes now. Check out how nice it is through here, guys. We literally camped right in all these big trees.
Hi guys, so we're gonna get going, and I'm gonna be wearing glasses today because I pretty much gave myself pink eye or something from sleeping in my contacts. So we're just finishing up here. We're gonna hit the road. So we've just pulled back into Belfair. Now we've got to go down the 3 and then turn onto the 106 on the other side of that lake. Okay, so this is our right turn. Jumping onto the 106. Taylor's taken the lead on the busier road, the 3. Hopefully this road calms down a bit, and hopefully there's also a good verge to ride on. Remains to be seen. A bit of a noisy road, this 106, but check out this view, guys. We've got the lake on our right hand side, the mountains in the background. Could be Olympic National Park. Let us know in the comments if you know. Taylor's up ahead. She wants a bit of shade, so we'll keep going. So Taylor and I just hit a gnarly climb, super steep. Taylor actually had to get off and push up some of it. It's a bit of a surprise to both of us, actually. We weren't expecting something so steep, but as I was saying to Taylor, with the back roads like this, they're usually quieter, but they often have more elevation and more up and down riding, so it's a bit of a catch-22 between the busy highway and this. Okay, so we're pretty much at a point now where we're just going to keep riding until we can find water, and then we'll make some lunch. We've got enough to drink, but we won't have enough to cook up some rice. So it's probably, I don't know what the time is actually. It's
probably around 12, 15. Taylor is doing pretty well. Alright, so we've made it to Lake Limerick, which is basically a little oasis up in Washington here. Taylor and I were cruising along that road, and we were like, where are we going to get water? We're fully exposed to the sun, just cruising and Taylor's getting tired, I was getting hot. And luckily we just asked a local and she pointed us in this direction. So we got some water up at the bathroom there, cooking some rice, and we're gonna just relax for a bit. We've got the clothes off. Maybe we'll go for a swim as well. And I'll show you guys the lake a little bit later. We just came down into the lake here. Taylor's got her feet wet. Look how beautiful this spot is. You can't quite see the mountains, they're behind the trees. What do you think, Taylor?
Feels so nice. It's just actually scorching hot today.
90 degrees.
Yeah, it's super hot.
Hey buddy. Just see the mountains way up there behind the trees. Look at this spot. It's actually not a public lake though, but I don't think they'll mind us being here. Wow, it's really nice.
You like it?
Yeah, it's actually really good. You're right. How is it? It's nice, huh? Yeah. Alright, so we're about to roll out now. You can still see the lake behind me. We've just come up to the toilets to fill our water, and we got 30 miles to go. But some locals told us that there's a really nice lake called Lost Lake, and it's right on our route. So we're gonna try and go check that out for you guys too. It's hot, it's about 90 degrees. We don't really want to leave. This is literally paradise, but got to get to the next state park. Alright, things are improving. The road's quiet, it's pretty flat. I'm happy, Taylor's happy. It's still hot though, but we're just gonna keep pushing on. So we're in Shelton. We've just come down into the main street here, the old Steam Loco. We're gonna follow First Street out and then just keep following the next road. What's the road? Keep following Pioneer Road. It's hot. Taylor's putting some more sunscreen on. I'm gonna put some on. Not much we can do besides keep riding because we've still got quite a bit of riding to do. You keen, Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys have probably worked it out by now, but there's actually a heat wave coming through at the moment. So Washington's not normally this hot. It wasn't this hot last week. It's only going to get hotter. So the locals have told me as well. Yeah, which is a lot for both of us. Taylor's just gone into the Shelton's Shop and Hop. We're going to grab some rice because we've almost run out. And yeah, we think this next road, Pioneer, is going to take us most of the way, at least to the Lost Lake. But would you believe it, it's already after 5 o'clock, and I'd have to check how far we got to go, but we've got enough that it counts. So I've just realised that a bunch of footage I've recorded today is backwards, so it's been on the chesty, but it's been recording my chest instead of the road. So anyway, I'll try and fill you in on a few things you missed. We were riding along and the road was so hot that where they had done roadworks recently, all the tar was soft, and so heaps of rocks were sticking to our wheels and to cars that were passing us. So cars would like shoot past us and just be like shooting us, spraying us with rocks. Plus ours, they were getting stuck between the wheel and like the wheel arch of the forks. So we had to stop a bunch of times. Then the road we were supposed to take was actually the one they were doing the most roadworks on and had the most loose stones. So we decided instead that we'd come a different way. It's the same distance. It's about 600 feet more climbing though. We're glad we did it, we think. So then what happened is we got the bottom of the hill and we ended up on Highway 3, which was super busy. We pulled up at a food works after maybe a mile or two, and while I was getting a drink, a guy was like, I hope you're not riding on this road, it's the most dangerous in Washington, as he like walked into the store. So that freaked Taylor out. So instead we rerouted and went around. And it was only an extra few miles, maybe a bit more climbing. Taylor's just got back now, and that's how we ended up here anyway. Hey, how'd you go? Picked up some rice.
I got a thing of oranges too, it looked yummy.
Oranges.
Corn.
Sweet corn.
Some rice.
Some rice.
They had no cinnamon, and they have hot sauce but no Tabasco.
No Tabasco.
That's the word.
We just had the long climb out of Shelton. Now we've got a bit of scenic views and a bit of descending, which will be a nice change. Although usually a descent means more climbing to come. Moving along, probably got about 10 miles to the lake. If we do go up there anyway. So the roads have gotten a little bit quieter and cooler as well. We're finally covered by a bit of shade because the sun's getting a bit lower in the sky. Probably got about 20 kilometers to go to the state park, and that's probably going to take us an hour and a half or so. Alright, so Taylor's just up ahead of me here, hoping for a bit of a second wind. I'm pretty wrecked right now. Got only a few miles to the lake, Lost Lake. Whether we actually go right to it, I'm not sure, because it's getting so late and I want to get to the campground. You know how it is when you're feeling pretty stuffed and then you're going to do extra just to see something you don't have to, you know. We'll see. So I'm hoping right around this corner there's the lake. Nope. We decided to come down to check it out, guys. It's I mean, it ought to be pretty close to where we are. We've seen it, a glimpse of it. And it said the public access was down this way. Hopefully we're not too far from it. Alright, we went past it, down to a dead end, Camp YMCA, came back, and we found it. That was just leading us down now. Not a good feeling when you're doing extra miles when you really don't need to be doing it. But I'm glad we found where the public access was. It wasn't very well signed at all. What do you think, Taylor? She's tired. We're gonna eat some food here and take like 10-minute break. So check this lake out, guys. A little bit sunny to film it right, but it's pretty nice. Yeah, right into the sun there. I'll skip that part. Might be able to see a little bit of it over there too. There's actually quite a few houses around it, which I wasn't expecting. So Taylor, you gonna put your feet in?
Yeah.
Let's see it then. Go on.
It's like cold, but not as cold as typical lake water. I feel like it feels a bit nicer.
Probably because we're hotter than typical humans.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So guys, let us know in the comments, do you think it was worth it? Kind of looks similar to the last lake, but doesn't have the mountains. It's really beautiful though. It's kind of hard to see with the sun. Taylor's really loving it. I want to just gun it. It's 14 miles to the state park. A lot of it's down as well. It's about 500 feet descending, 100 feet gain. I just want to go down there, get to the campsite and just jump in the river down there, which should be great. Okay, so we just stopped to put a bit of sunscreen on. We realized we washed up at the lake and didn't put anything on. Pretty good, beautiful, a little bit scenic, lots of, I think, pine trees, but it's like, you know, farms, tree farms, I guess. So I was just chucking some sunscreen on, or doing something. We're just trying to like gun it. Taylor, why didn't you tell them how you're feeling? Hang on, I'll just come up to you a bit. Yeah, okay.
I'm tired at this point. My brain is feeling like left, right, pump, pump, cycle, air, look up. The air smells really good though.
Yeah, the air is fresh out here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We'll probably be there in about half an hour, guys.
My body is not used to this.
No. So we're getting closer. We've actually probably overshot how far I thought it would be, but it must be around any corner now. There's actually a river just to our right hand side. So we're close because we know this state park's on the river. What's it called again, Taylor, the state park? Schaefer State Park. Just wanted to show you guys this little spot. It seems really pretty. So hopefully the next scene I show you guys will be in the state park. Okay guys, so I may as well break it to you now. We went the wrong way. Like a long way the wrong way, probably like 7 or 8 miles. We completely missed the state park and there's no way to sort of like get back without literally turning around. So with that in mind, we're going to continue through to Elmer, and it's about 7 miles from here. Then another probably like 10 miles, maybe less from there, we will hit Lake Sylvia State Park. So if we don't miss this one, which is my fault, because I read the road and what I didn't realise is it's the same road name, but one's west and one's something or other. So I stayed on the same road because I thought it was the right one. We don't have maps in front of us, so we're not looking at them constantly. Anyway, I feel bad for Taylor, but should be able to do it. Okay, so we're just pulling on into Elmer now. You can see the power station, I suppose it is, up in the distance. You can see the chimneys. We are both hungry and we're both fanging for a feed. So we're hoping we can hit a supermarket and grab some bread. To be honest, we're not sure if this town has a supermarket. It has a campground apparently. We'll see what we can find. So check it out, guys, we made it to Elmer, to the local grocery store, which is basically the local Chevron. Taylor's smashing in some pickle, bread and salsa. Me too. We're gonna enjoy it right outside the gas station here. Talk to you guys when we've eaten. Alright, so Taylor just dumped the pickle juice. We're good to go. We got a flat ride. I think I said it was about, what, 14 miles or something. Pretty far, but it's pretty flat until the very end. So we're gonna go. We might be able to get there before it's completely dark. Probably not. Alright, just doing a bit of gram saving here. Putting the pickles out of the jar and into the old Gatorade bottle. And this is my one this time, not from the bin, don't worry. Figured I'd just grab a little bit of footage before it gets too dark. We're feeling great now, we've had a bit of food. We're just pretty flat ride to the state park. We're both feeling really good about it. So have a look at this sign, guys. Lake Sylvia State Park, 1 mile. Now the downside is that's a mile of about 200 feet. But the upside is we're almost there. We're both pretty beat. It's actually not completely dark yet, believe it or not. But it's been really nice and flat until now. Now we just have to spin out the last bit. And you know what? We have to hope that they have hiker-biker facilities, because we actually have no idea. If they don't, it's not the end of the world though, really, is it? Okay guys, that was pretty insane. The last little climb, just what we needed, but we made it. We're here at the hiker-biker at Lake Sylvia. It's a nice spot. I mean, it's dark, but we can tell it's a fairly nice little camp spot. We've got nothing set up yet, so we're gonna throw the tarp down, set the tent up. Taylor just wants to get to bed. I want to get showered. We'll set it up and then show you guys. Okay, so we made some rice, had a shower, got all cleaned up. I think we get $1 gets you 6 minutes of hot water, which was really nice. We both got rinsed off, cleaned up, really good. Now this rice tastes really good, and we're just recounting today a little bit. Taylor was saying, like, I was so ecstatic, so happy when we were getting close to the state park, or at least I thought we were. And then she was like checking her map behind me, only to find that obviously, yeah, we'd missed it. So.
And I was like, Matt, like stopping him dead in his happy tracks with the state park.
Stopped me immediately.
And I was like, I think we went the wrong way.
And we definitely did.
Then he was like, oh no.
What time is it, by the way?
Let's see, it's 11:44.
11:44.
It's been a late day. My butt's sore, my thighs sore, my everything is sore.
Taylor's in a bad way. We're gonna eat this and we're pretty much gonna get to bed. Okay guys, that's day 2 done. It didn't really go to plan. It was a huge day. I'm gonna get to bed. Taylor's already in the tent. Make sure you tune in for tomorrow, see what we get up to. We don't really know what we're doing yet. We might stay here, have a rest day, try and sort ourselves out so we can start leaving earlier, or we might not. So subscribe so you don't miss it, and thanks for watching the video.